Hi, I'm Shadow. This is Tails. Hey, what's up? Jeez. Oh, what is that? Something shiny. Like what? I don't know. Shiny. Oh, that is on me. Cross contamination. What do you mean cross contamination, Tails? I don't know. My. Oh, this. Tails, you got a frame. Tails. I am sorry. My nose. Oh, jeez. Sneezing. Don't you dare sneeze on me, I swear. I'm scooting over. It's. I don't know. Time for. Allergies for cats, I guess. Okay. We're having a rain day. Tails. What? Maybe by rain. It's actually raining outside. Oh, it is raining. Told you. Well, rain day. Yep, another rain day. Ah, my nose. What about your nose? It's stuffy. Don't go near me if you're stuffy. It's not my fault we have a cat. He goes, meow. Tails. What? Oh, that's what the cat says. Meow. Okay, wow, okay. Just interesting. How interesting, Shadow? Just is. Oh, jeez. Shadow, I'm itchy. What are you itchy? I don't know. Hey, Shadow, can I ask you a question? What is it, Tails? What is it? Well, one question I have. If your stomach growls and stuff like that, you can't stop eating, what does that mean? I don't have that problem, Tails. I can't answer your question. Oh. You got dust all your face. Oh, you got dust all your gloves too. Plenty of weight gloves. I don't know why we're wearing gloves. I think Mario wears gloves and we wear gloves. It makes no sense. Oh, then again, I'll ask somebody. Alright, fine, you go ask somebody. I'm just stay here. Whatever you say, Shadow. Let's get. Oh, jeez. Oh, I feel lightheaded. Let's talk about future me. Or future Sonic, one or the other. I'm coming. Ugh. 1 minute. I need both my hands. Oh, there we go. What do you mean, there you... Don't ask. I'll be over here. Okay, Shadow. Guess me and... Classic Tails, I guess. What kind of question you want to ask me? What happened to your eye? I don't know. My eyes are completely yellow all of a sudden. My eyes are yellow too. I don't know why. It must be all the dust. Okay. Classic Tales. If you eat a lot of food Okay. This equals you can't stop growing. Huh. Good question. Well, yeah, of course. You get hungry, you can't stop growing. It's a phase, I guess. Phase. You know, everyone goes for a phase. Like, Shadow is going for a phase. Everyone's going for a phase. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, the meaning is that the more time you eat something, you get hungry. Because you're growing. Apparently. According to most people, I guess. So you tell me everyone gets hungry because they grow? Yeah, pretty much. But I'm gonna look like you, and you look like me, but a lot older. Well, yeah, true that. Yeah. What does classic Amy look like? Classic Amy. I don't know what modern Amy would be like. Added to the chaos. Unfolding. Yeah, think of chaos unfolding? I don't know, you tell me. Yeah. Okay. Welcome to 0 to none. Yay. I'm being dramatic. Oh. No. Oh, jeez. Are you okay? Nope. I'm just a little gassy. I wake up, you get gas. That's kind of too much information. It's not my fault I'm a gas ball waking up first thing in the morning. I can't help myself. I think I need a... You know. Okay, yeah, you should go before I question anything about logic. Let's, set the phone somewhere. Like, right here. Okay, yeah, I'm going. Oh jeez, I'm back. Light as a feather. Okay. I was wondering something. What are you wondering? Why is Eggman named Eggman? I don't know. Why is Eggman named Eggman? I call him Eggnog. Eggnog? Really? Just knock knock. Hey, Eggnog. uh. Classic Tales, are you okay? No! Bro, seriously, that's hilarious. I have never heard a joke like that in my entire life. I don't even drink eggnog. You don't drink eggnog? No, I don't drink eggnog. Do I? I don't know. I don't like eggnog. Neither do I. Does Eggman drink like several eggs? No. Is eggnog made of eggs? I don't know. I don't know the recipe of eggnog. I don't know. I don't know what's inside eggnogs. I don't know. You think Dr. Name Eggman either hit the Slim Jim? The Slim Jim? The Slim Jim! Be honestly, he's just flying around like, you know, like, the clown car or something like that, or clown... I don't know what it is, like, your Bowser flies around in. Oh, like those clown car, like, that thing that flies. They say that actually, like, say, hey, why if Bowser Jr. rides in one, why can Dr. Eggman ride in one? A fair point. Oh, jeez, I don't know how dusty my tail was. Yep, my tail became white and now is this color. Plenty of having dust, apparently. I found, yo! I think like a song a lawnmower. He's like, yo! And that's like, you know, lawnmower. I don't know what a lawnmower is. You know what a lawnmower is? No. A lawnmower you cut grass with. Oh. Good to know. I guess. Oh. Let's go for the washing machine. Washer and dryer, you go like spin around like circles. Will that get the dust off? I don't know, I never tried that. You never try that? No. Oh. I guess Shadow does not get in a conversation with Eggnog. Where is Shadow? Over there. Hey Shadow, we're talking about eggnog. Who is eggnog? You know, Robotnik? Who's a... Oh. Crap, I know who Binoculars is. Binoculars. Shadow, how did you mess that up? I don't know. English has slipped. Oh, the wheel of English just has this proposal for me. What do you mean by that, Shadow? I don't know. Life is like a roller coaster. You go up, you go down, you go sideways, you go upside down, you hold in the last bit of anything you have in your mouth before you go on the roller coaster. I don't know. Have you been on a roller coaster before, Shadow? No. What is loop-de-loops that are... No, I've never been on a roller coaster. Because loop-de-loops equals upside down. Ride breaks down. You don't know what to do. But you're still upside down. Okay. And then they had to fix the ride. And then it's like, I'm sorry, the ride is malfunctioned. Hold on a minute before I had to fix it before everyone is falls out of their seats. Oh, that never happens. That was the worst nightmare of my entire life. Hopefully fix it before it even happens. Or fix it in general before people go on the freaking ride. True that, Shadow. So how long is your legs? I don't know. Loosey goosey. I don't know. Now how, like, a scale of 1 to 10. What? Scale of 1 to what? 10. This also Animatic, like, or Robotnik, it's like, oh, it's a krill that's ripped it from Sonic. It's like, I want to make a whole new life for it, and then he made you. Wait, hold on. Am I, like, what am I to Sonic, exactly? I don't know, what are you to Sonic? I don't know, I don't think we're related or in some ways possible. I don't know, like, are you a clone of Sonic? How should I know I'm a clone of Sonic? If it was a clone of Sonic, I would probably know by now. Google? Google? Who in Google I'm a clone of Sonic? I got dog hair all over my head. I don't know, do you want to Google it? I don't know. The power of Google. Sometimes Google doesn't work, because 90% of the time it's usually wrong. Like I typed in obelisk, I tried to look for an anime. Okay, well, I'm going to get the other phone. Okay, where did I put it? Found it. I really need to clean that up. Ta-da! And the phone! And the what? Phone. What is sparkles on it? That's case, Shadow. Okay, Google. Hold on. Think, Tails. Is Shadow a clone of Sonic? Oh, look at you not. Well, let me read this real quick. Okay. Just get a good angle. Okay. Cooperate. No, Shadow is not a clone of Sonic. Was nothing. He was nothing unknown. Was nothing insist. It was nothing for. It was nothing. What? Agretti Plantis. It could agree that was nothing. What? 50 years being was setting for Sonic. Bro, you kidding me? I don't know, Shadow. What is this? Is that a blue hedgehog? I don't know, he might be your brother or something. Could be my brother. I don't know, cousin? He looks exactly like you. Who is that? I don't know. Who is this bottom one? What is this? T-E-R-I-O-S? What else can I find? But you asked to was Maria was doesn't could be for it was doesn't really be kept. Why? So Maria? Why am I wearing a scarf? Why? Shadow. Why am I a girl? Oh. How is this gonna happen to me? How am I a girl? I don't know what you're talking about, Shadow. Take a look. What I mean. Take a look what you mean, Shadow. It's just... Oh. Oh, you're not wrong. You are a girl. Let me see this. Why is Sonic a girl? I don't know. Oh no, I'm glad I went that well. What do you see? Nothing, Shadow. It was nothing. It was something inappropriate. And that's what happens if you Google something and you don't want to go down the wrong side of the internet. Just don't. No. Don't go down the rabbit hole. It's bad. So is Google. Google's the bad side of the internet. Is it fan fiction? Yeah, it is fan fiction. With who, Sonic? I am not in love with Sonic. I think that's enough of the internet for me. Why are people shipping me with Sonic? I am not in love with Sonic DT Hedgehog. I may be experiment from Dr. Botnik, if I got the name right, I guess, but still, no. Stop shipping me with Sonic. Okay, with both hedgehogs, no, I am not in love with Sonic. Bunch of weirdos. I guess shipping people is kind of on the internet. Doesn't happen to you famous. True that. I'm kind of worried about if we open the mailbox when we move out, it's gonna be like the Far Worser thing that's like, this English. Oh, this person looks good shipping together, and you see a picture of it. Someone drew where it's like, no, stop. I don't want to see it. Let's chuck it in the garbage. That's what I would do. Well, there's some good ones, and then there is the bad ones. How hard you beg the internet not to make cringe of you and send it to a platform. They don't listen. I think Shadow is I'm not. I'm utterly, momently disgusted. Like my very dusty gloves. What's a phone charger? Found it. I dropped it. Okay. Why do we keep dropping the dang cord? Let me record. You are coming with me. Got it, Shadow. I have toxic butterfingers and I keep dropping it. You wanna watch how many clearer heads? Like what? I don't know. Anything to get my mind off of anything else. I don't know, Shadow. What do you mean you don't know? You can probably watch something like doesn't copyright us. Doesn't copyright us. Like what? I don't know. Think of something on the other phone. Ugh. Fiddlesticks. Fine. I got it. Can't watch Sonic X because it has copyrighted music. True that. Oh. Is that a moose? Survive 100 days professionally was doesn't mentally was doesn't be Minecraft. Screw it. Anyway to get the whatever I saw a glimpse of what I saw 2 seconds ago. I need this.
This is Ontario, one of Canada's largest provinces. And in this video, I will be attempting to survive 100 days here within the wilderness of Ontario. Along the way, I'll be completing quests that will take me to some of Ontario's most famous landmarks, all while trying to survive the aggressive wildlife, extreme cold weather, and terrifying folklore that resides here. But with that being
What
said,
is grizzly? Wait, is polar bears in Ontario? Apparently, I don't know. Do bears turn their coats white? Welcome to Walter White.
Now, before we get into
Is that
the
a
video,
Breaking
I do
Bad
have
reference?
2 announcements
Yes.
to make. And yes, this is my new apartment. I know, my room does look pretty cool. I know. But the first announcement I have for you is that I am actually bringing the Discord server back. For those of you who don't know, a while ago I had a Discord server, decided to delete it because I'm not the biggest fan of Discord, but I recently decided that I'm kind of at the stage with this channel where I want my community to grow and have a place to communicate with each other. So please, by all means, use the link in the description to join the server. But as for the second announcement, I have a sponsor, and I think many of you know who it is. It's Name Hero. If you're looking to play Minecraft with your friends, then look no further than Name Hero for your server host. Name Hero has reliable servers at a really great price. These servers are also easy to
Are you
use,
sure?
which is
That's
a really big
expensive.
deal, because when I go into a server panel, I don't.
Oh yeah, Shadow is
It's
expensive.
pretty frustrating.
Wait,
Name
how do you
Hero,
mean
though,
it
has
is?
a
Oh, it is
very simple
expensive.
server panel, and even
How
if you
that's
need help,
simple?
They have 24/7 customer support. But let's say you need help with something in-game. Well, they actually have tutorials as well. Yeah, you can find a tutorial on their website for virtually anything. But of course, they are paying me to say nice things about them. So let's take a look at some of their reviews.
Half a star.
Name Hero server. Be sure to use the link in the description, my affiliate link. But with all of that being said, I want to give a thank
Why does it
you
look
to
like
my
Michael
hero.
Afton?
And without further ado, let's get started with day.
Day 1.
I spawned in on a rather lively shore. Alright, we're back in Canada. I decided to go ahead and get some wood, but while I did, I heard something nearby. Hello? Should I try and eat you?
It's a raccoon.
Oh, you fight. Okay, you fight. We're doing this on the beach. Let's do this. Yeah, I can crit you. This is not food. I cannot eat this. It was now time for me to get some stone. So I did just that.
What do you expect you
And
will...
then crafted some stone
What do you
tools.
expect?
From there, I went
From
to
a
look at some
raccoon.
deer that were nearby. Oh, okay. I have to be stealthy. These guys were really hard to hit, though. Come here. Yeah, it took me a while to get both of them, but at least now I had a good bit of food to cook. While I cooked the venison, though, I also went ahead and smelted some sand. That way I could craft water bottles and heal up from the raccoon attack. I then finally crafted a boat and began to explore the area that I had spawned in. After a bit more rowing, I ended up getting hit by something venomous. I don't know what that was. So I just kept going, even as the sun began to set. That evening, I dug into this rocky wall and began to burrow for the night, since I don't have a bed. As I mined, I found a lot of coal, and later, some iron. Only that's when I began to freeze. I first tried to warm myself up by the furnace, but that didn't work. So another option, I just started mining down. But I kept freezing. That is, until I was able to warm up just in time. Okay. Huh.
Hydrated campfire? Instead of digging straight down?
As the sun rose on the rocky coast the next morning, I collected my iron and then emerged from my mine. However, as soon as I started rowing again, I saw this lighthouse. So I made my way up to it. You can't just do that. You can't just be in the corner like that. That's... Alright. I found some rather interesting loot. And then made my way further up. As I did, I took these cabinets that actually ended up having food in them. Before then finally coming across a bed. But this is when a storm started up. So I just decided to leave the lighthouse. I then continued to row along the rocky cliffs of the Bruce Peninsula.
Do I definitely take that lighthouse?
This is where you can find the Bruce Peninsula National Park, which encompasses multiple ecosystems, ancient limestone formations, and natural caverns. But the Bruce Peninsula is most famous for its vibrant blue water that looks like it's been pulled straight from the Caribbean. Here within one of the largest protected areas of southern Ontario, you you can find both hiking trails and camping spots among the wildlife of the peninsula and the surrounding Lake Huron.
Well, this is educational, I guess. Really adds.
As the storm strengthened that evening, I found a little cave, so I figured I should wait in here for the storm to pass. I left the cave the next morning and began my trip inland, as I have someone to meet, someone who has some quests for me. See, in this video, I will be completing 5 different quests all around Ontario, given to me by a fellow YouTube friend and Ontario native, Kevin. Now, Kevin has asked to meet me at a lookout point over in the Algonquin Provincial Park, which actually isn't too far from here, since the Bruce Peninsula is this little bit right here. So that's why I was now heading east along the peninsula. However, my travels would stop yet again, as I spotted a cabin around noon. Looks a little bit run down, I see. There's a big hole here, but there's a door. Looks as though something has made its own door. It's a bit grim in here, and there's nothing for me. That almost just scared me really bad. That's a painting, right? That's a painting? Take my bones. This is not a normal bone. Bonehead hat. That's kind of fun. I took the sofa, and then continued on my way towards the mainland, which I finally reached that afternoon. From there, I continued northeast through the forests in the direction of the Algonquin Provincial Park. And after coming across some wolves, I finally reached the lake that evening. The next morning, I headed further into the forests, and even spotted a black bear. Whoa there. Hello. Not much else happened today, but I did notice that I had already come across a lot of lakes. And maybe that's because Ontario is home to over 250,000 lakes, which contain about a fifth of the world's entire supply of fresh water. Anyways, on day 5, I found myself among new scenery, as the forest around me had a lot more colors. I began to suspect that I had already reached the park, but I continued through the lakes anyways. Shortly after, I saw this rocky peak, so I disembarked and made my way up to it. And after spotting a snake, I reached the top. I couldn't see much from up here, so I just went back to rowing. Only that's when I spotted a cabin. Oh, excuse me. Oh, you're not allowed to do that. That is so scary. Yeah, this is now the second cabin that is wrecked. There's something to it. Excuse me. After leaving the cabin, I saw lights in the distance. This is really pretty. I missed the Canadian landscape. Oh, look at that. I arrived at this dock and took the lanterns that were here. And then I saw a sign. Algonquin Lookout. This is definitely the park. That's not. I don't even know what to say to that. That's not okay. Oh, that is not okay. That's not okay. It's not okay. What is whispering at me? Ooh, that's an owl. I slowly made my way up the boardwalk. Then I saw it. Oh, okay. Oh, that's something up there. Okay, that's not now. Oh, is it seriously gonna try to follow me along the shore? Oh, yes it is. Okay, it is crawling so fast. Okay.
The element of surprise.
I see it.
You ever played a game that uses AI throughout the entire experience?
I hate AI.
When you enter this game, you can upload a photo.
The next morning, it was gone. Because, of course it was. So I made my way back towards the dock. But I still didn't trust my environment yet. That's why I crafted a shield and these buckskin shoes. From there, I slowly made my way along the boardwalk, as I'm supposed to meet Kevin at the lookout nearby. Alright. So the lookout is this way, but there is a trail that goes this way. I followed this trail, but it just led to a dead end. So I headed back and followed the path to the lookout, right as the sun began to set. Yeah, this time I burrowed for extra safety. The next morning, I headed up to the lookout to finally meet up with Kevin. There he is. There he is.
Hey, how are ya?
What's up, Kevin? How's it going?
Good, man. What about you?
I'm doing my best. I've been surviving in the wilderness here.
You know, the treacherous forests and the beauty of Ontario is amazing.
That's, I'm starting to gather that. But there was also a creature that attacked me the other night. It wasn't very fun.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Like, it's probably not real, Probably
Sure,
just dreaming.
you're right. It's definitely not real.
Sounds good. Well, I wanted to tell you something, Smitty. And I got a quest for you, all right?
Okay.
There's these 5 books that you need to look out in your adventures in Ontario, all right? They're located all across Ontario. And, in this chest right over here, have a gander.
Okay.
There's something in there for you.
Oh, a couple of things here. We got The Ghost of the Deep Forest by Is Kevin.
This would be the first book, and I wish you luck on gathering the rest of the books there, Smitty King, all right?
Okay.
Just don't worry about the moose. The moose are going to be fine. Just don't touch them unless you really have to hunt them down,
They look pretty friendly. I mean,
they are friendly, yes, but I would disagree,
all right, I'll take your word for it. Okay, I will take your word for it. All right, so where can people find you at?
You see the little IGN above my head? You just look that up on YouTube, and bammo, I make 100-day content just like you.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you very much for making the trek out here to meet me. All right, off to the wilderness I go.
I wish you luck, Smitty King.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you very much. And just like that, I parted ways with my Canadian friend and headed back into the wilderness. On the morning of day 8, I decided to go ahead and see what my first quest was.
Your first quest is simple. I want you to explore the cold forests of Ontario and see what wildlife we really have up here. That's why you'll be finding and taming a Canadian lynx. You'll find them up north of this park.
Before I start my search for the Canadian lynx, I want to go ahead and get started with my base. So I headed back to the coast, as I will need to make it in a place that I can find pretty easily. After following a river path that evening, I finally reached Lake Huron again that night. The next morning, I got right to work on my fire watchtower base. I began by building this dock out over the lake, because I want this tower to be situated on water, even though that kind of defeats the purpose of a fire watchtower. Anyways, I built out this long dock, and then continued to work on it the next day. Yeah, I had to collect so much wood. And by the end of the day, I needed food. So I crafted a fishing rod. I fished through the morning of day 11, before then finishing the dock and the platform. I then decided that this was a good enough start for the base, so I used the afternoon to prepare for my journey.
Oak.
I began my search for the Canadian links on day 12. Now, in the book, Kevin mentioned that I'll be able to find the links above the Algonquin Provincial Park. So that just means that I have to head further northeast from here. And so, I made my way through the many lakes and trees once more. Only it wasn't long before I saw some animals fighting. Yeah, something ended up killing 2 wolves. And that something turned out to be a wolverine. Having encountered one already in Saskatchewan, I knew that I had to keep my distance from this guy. So after running away from it, I decided to place a boat down and trap him. Anyways, from here I continued north, and then did some fishing that afternoon.
Alright everyone, now it's time for a special segment for our wonderful sponsor, Irium!
No.
The next morning, I decided to do some mining. I ended up finding a bit more iron, before then cooking my fish. From here, I continued north. I could only assume that I was already in the Canadian Lynx territory, as I was definitely above the Algonquin Park by now. However, that afternoon, I found myself in a new type of forest, with mostly green trees around me. I made my way further up this mountainous ridge, which led me to this building that evening. That's a tower. That's a tower. As I made my way towards the tower, the sun began to set. No. Oh no. I didn't see the creature, so I simply continued to the tower.
Famous last words.
Where is it? Oh! Oh! Okay, it's coming. Alright. Yeah, I ran up fast. As soon as I made it to the top, I looked down. Oh. Yep, there it is. Needless to say, I just decided to sleep up here for the night. With the creature gone by sunrise, I got down from the tower the next morning and continued my search for the lynx. I saw some more black bears today. I then continued through the green forests for the rest of the day. My search continued for the next few days, as I literally had no luck at all with finding this cat. On another note, I was noticing more and more snow forming around me. However, on day 18, I went to hunt this deer near this river. Yet, as I crossed the river, I heard a new noise. There were 2 Canadian lynxes here. Yeah, I was genuinely so happy to see these guys, because I was really tired of looking for them. Anyways, the quest that Kevin gave me said that I need to tame one. So I went fishing, as I figured a fish would do the job. Yet as I went to approach one, it ran away from me. Yeah, I could not get near them at all. And after chasing them for most of the day, I finally decided to make a cobweb trap that evening. The next morning, I placed a wall behind the cobwebs. And after a bit of waiting, I finally caught one. I tamed it just in time. Only now, the lynx was following me, which meant that I now had my companion for the video. And so, as we were up this river, let's discuss the Canadian lynx. The Canadian lynx is an elusive feline that lives throughout most of Canada and Alaska. These cats are skilled hunters, feeding mostly on snowshoe hares. But this hunting mainly occurs at night, as they have excellent nocturnal vision. And like I mentioned earlier, these felines are quite shy, as they normally avoid human contact. Which is why it was probably so hard for me to tame one. As I continued up the river with my new friend, I stopped to take a look at where I'll find the next objective.
You'll find the next book in the Polar Bear Provincial Park.
Now, the Polar Bear Provincial Park is far north of here, meaning that I'll have to head up to the Hudson Bay and then cut across. So I continued heading up this river, as it leads north. And yeah, I want to go ahead and do this objective before heading back to my base.
Can you sneeze?
As we continued north, I spotted some small structures ahead. There's another one in there. Yep, leaving. Ruffle and I then left and continued north to the Hudson Bay, unknowingly leaving behind the remnants of a small settlement belonging to the Anishinaabe. This collective group of indigenous peoples is found primarily along the Great Lakes and consists of multiple First Nations groups, such as the Ojibwe and the Algonquin peoples.
I collect some of the rarest Naruto Pokemon figures out there. What if I could actually bring them to life? I've been testing out this new app called Knock Knock, and in literally minutes, I turn my figured photos into animation.
On day 22, I decided to go hunting, but of course the only wildlife nearby were these moose. So naturally, I wanted to test Kevin's advice. Let's see just how bad a moose is to hunt. This cannot be a good idea. Yeah? Good? You friendly? Ooh, that's so much damage. That is so much damage. Yeah, Kevin was right. I definitely should not have provoked the moose. So I went fishing instead. And then continued north. And this time, I even rode through the night. Because I'm on water, and the nightmare creature doesn't seem to like water. Either way, I didn't actually see it tonight. It was just really quiet. But sometime the next morning, I found myself in the Hudson Bay. This is the second largest bay in the world, behind India's Bay of Bengal. However, I am technically in an appendage of the Hudson Bay, as I am down here in the James Bay. But interestingly enough, any islands that I come across within either bay are part of Nunavut, which we will definitely cover in the future. Complicated borders aside, I was now rowing along the western shore of the James Bay, and I didn't come across anything interesting until that evening when I saw a cabin. I entered it and took some lanterns. I didn't see a whole lot of movement here until I reached the attic. Yeah, there is a ton of wood in these barrels, which will definitely be useful for my base. No.
She's back again.
We're gonna get some wood up here. Oh. Okay, I'm hungry now. Okay. Okay. And as always, it was gone the next morning. Only now I know that it's near me. So with that, I collected a bit more wood and continued inland with Ruffle.
Where's your perfect cabin? People go hide in that now they have
Later
no
that afternoon, I
defense.
saw the terrain change around us. So I left the boat and went to take a look. Upon seeing this pool of water, I realized that we are now in the Hudson Bay lowlands, which means that the Polar Bear Provincial Park is just north of here. So the next morning, I headed north into the trees with Ruffle. However, that's when a wolverine charged right at me. I ran from it, but this thing was fast. And to make matters worse, he had a friend. It didn't take long for me to lose them. So we simply continued further into the lowlands. Only then, I began to freeze. I quickly placed some lanterns down, and that's when I spotted a large white animal in the distance. Of course, I had to confirm what it was, but that ended up being a very bad idea. That was a bad choice. Oh, he's so fast. He's swiping at me. Oh, okay. Oh, but I've got to go back and get Ruffle. Okay. Ruffle, get in this boat, Ruffle. Get in this boat. Come on. As Ruffle and I rode away, we officially began our search for Kevin's next objective, as it was safe to say that we are now in the Polar Bear Provincial Park. Polar Bear Provincial Park is Ontario's largest park, and one of its most remote. If you plan on visiting this park, well, good luck, as it's only accessible via plane or boat. The low-lying tundra within this park is home to as many as 200 polar bears during certain parts of the year. And here among the vast subarctic terrain, the only standing sign of human life can be found in the form of old radio stations, constructed during the Cold War. These stations were built in order to give an early warning of a Soviet attack on North America, but thankfully, Ontario's Ministry of Natural Resources cleaned up these sites just a few years ago, leaving behind only a few buildings that are used as landmarks by the First Nations peoples. Regardless, these Cold War ruins sit among the much colder tundras, here near the edge of the Arctic.
Alright. It's official. I'm doing it.
I'm sorry, old friend. It's time. Time for bigger and better things.
I have completely abandoned ChatGPT. It just keeps failing me time after time after time, and I can't stand it. I now only use Manus. Now that I use Manus, I've realized how much I'm missing out on when I was using ChatGPT. When I ask Manus to do something, it actually gives me a final product, and ChatGPT just walks me through a billion steps on how to get something done. Like, come on, I'm here for results, not to lollygag. I think the best thing about Manus, hands down, is that it actually delivers me what I want. With ChatGPT, I'm jumping over fences and going through hoops and all these complicated things, which Manus doesn't.
I woke up on day 26 freezing. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a tough quest, but first I have to find the next quest book. So we continued along this small river, hoping that I might see something that'll point me in the right direction. rode and searched throughout most of the day. And yeah, nothing. So I decided to go by foot that evening, stopping to fish every few minutes. But right as I was about to call it a day, I saw lights in the distance. I think we found it. I think we found where the book is. The sun was already setting, but I decided to make a run for it anyways. This was a very bad idea. And of course I'm freezing. No, I'm not. I'm not freezing anymore. Suddenly I'm just, okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. Oh, okay. Where is it? Oh. Okay. Come on in, Ruffle, come on in. Please, come on in. Okay, come on. Come on. Alright. Come on, Ruffle, come on. I'm frozen. Where is it? I ran through the abandoned building, only it turned out not to be so abandoned. That's a polar bear. This is really bad. Oh, I'm frozen. I can't move. He's right there. Okay. Back this way, Ruffle. Back this way. Just teleport through the wall. Whoa. Okay. He's on the other side of the wall, clearly. Eventually, I was able to get away and sleep. Okay, this is really bad because I'm extremely hungry. There's a polar bear in that room, and I need to find the book. Oh, and we can't stay out too late, or else that thing will torment me. As I explored the station, I realized that there was a ton of dried kelp behind me, so I took a lot of it, and then headed back out to refill my water. Upon my return, I now had to figure out what to do with this polar bear, because Kevin's quest book was almost definitely in this room full of chests. So I came up with an idea. I went to try and lure him out, but that didn't quite work. I then decided to search the chests from above. So yeah, I went up onto the roof and broke in through the top. Ah! No! You're not allowed to get up there! This is unfair. In one last effort, I went around to the other side and dropped this boat on the polar bear. Sure enough, it actually worked. Yeah, I love Minecraft logic. Anyways, I lured myself down and went around collecting string from these cobwebs first, because I am really tired of freezing. I then crafted wool leggings that evening. The next morning, I looked around for the book, and soon enough, I found it.
For your second quest, I want you to experience one of Canada's Arctic wonders. Photograph a beluga whale in the Hudson Bay. I even included a camera for you.
So with that, Ruffle and I made our way north towards the Hudson Bay. It didn't take long for us to reach the shore, so we hopped in a boat and rowed out into the subarctic waters. But after searching for most of the day, I did not see any beluga whales. However, that evening, I saw an island. So I figured I could camp here for the night. But as I approached the island, I spotted a lighthouse. Only that wasn't the best part.
Ooh.